Craft CMS versus WordPress, two powerful content management systems. How do you choose the one that's right for your project? In this video, I'm doing an in-depth comparison between the two. Hi, I'm Chris with Westside Technology Solutions. Today, I'm diving into a head-to-head comparison of Craft CMS and WordPress to help you discover which platform will be right for your project. Get ready to learn the insights you might need to make informed decisions about your business's future. First, let's briefly talk about what a CMS really is. A CMS is a software application that helps businesses create, manage, and publish content in their project without needing much technical expertise. This means that you can easily handle everything from blog posts to product pages, allowing you to create, modify, and publish content with remarkable speed and simplicity. So why should you care about choosing the right CMS? Well, choosing the right one can really impact the success of your project. A scalable CMS can handle an increasing volume of content and traffic, ensuring a smooth performance as your business expands. It's really about providing a seamless experience for your users, making them more likely to return. Efficiency is another important factor. A user-friendly CMS can save you both time and money on training and support. It simplifies the process of finding and using features, which means anyone on the team, regardless of technical background, can manage the project's content. And let's not forget about user experience. A good CMS should support search engine optimization, or SEO. It needs to handle things like URL creation, unique titles, meta descriptions, and more, which can improve your website's visibility. This not only makes your site visually appealing, but it can also help it rank higher in search results, bringing in more traffic. Now, as you're considering which CMS is the best option for your project, it's really important to think about things like flexibility, scalability, and ease of use. This brings us to our comparison here today. Craft CMS is known for its flexibility and scalability. It's perfect for complex websites that require high customization and control. On the other hand, WordPress, being one of the most popular CMS platforms, offers a wide variety of themes and plugins to enhance functionality. While it's user-friendly for many, it can require technical know-how for advanced customization. So today, I'm going to go through each of these categories here. I'm going to talk about them, each one a little bit, and assign a winner. I'm not saying for sure if there's a right or wrong answer. This is just my opinion on the matter. And then the end too, I'll just say which one is my favorite. So let's start with ease of use. When it comes to ease of use, the setup process can be a real deciding factor for many businesses looking for a CMS. Setting up WordPress is a breeze. Many hosting companies like Bluehost offer one-click installations, which means you can have your site up and running in no time. This user-friendly interface makes managing your content simple, and even if you've never built a site before, you'll find the dashboard pretty intuitive. Plus, there's a plethora of pre-made themes and plugins available like Elementor and Divi. Designing your pages looks really easy and comes with minimal technical headaches. On the other side, there's Craft CMS. To be honest, setting this one up is a little bit more involved. You'll need some basic command line skills because it's geared more towards those with technical know-how. If you're not comfortable with coding yet, you might find yourself struggling here a little bit. The setup process often involves manual configuration using a terminal, which can be a steep hurdle for beginners or small business owners without a developer at their side. When considering the learning curve for both of these platforms, I really think WordPress shines here. It's beginner-friendly, making it a solid option for those just jumping into the digital space, with tons of documentation available to help. It doesn't stop there. If you're a developer, WordPress offers a robust code infrastructure, so you can bend it to your will. Craft CMS, on the other hand, is definitely more developer-oriented. To truly harness its power, you'll need a proficient level of coding skills. The good news is that Craft has excellent documentation and a supportive community, but be prepared for a steeper learning curve if you're not already familiar with coding. In the end, because of its easy use, I'm going to give this one to WordPress. Next is customization. When it comes to customization, Both Craft CMS and WordPress offer unique features that cater to different business needs. So let's talk about what each platform brings to the table. Starting with Craft CMS, its customizability shines through its flexible content modeling. You can define custom content types, fields, and relationships, which means you're not stuck with any rigid templates. This flexibility allows businesses to build complex and dynamic websites or applications tailored to their specific requirements without a one-size-fits-all structure. Another standout feature of Craft CMS is its Twig templating language. This powerful tool gives developers full control over the project design, enabling them to create more intricate layouts and experiences that align with their brand or desired functionality. Plus, with Craft, you have APIs for custom integrations. This means you can build custom modules and seamlessly connect with external systems like your CRM or marketing automation tools, enhancing your operational efficiency. One of my other favorite features is the live preview content editing. With this, you can see changes in real time while you're editing your content in the admin panel, which not only makes the editing process a little bit smoother, but it also improves the overall experience. And you can't forget Craft's built-in features for content management, the matrix field, which offers a block-like structure for you to construct flexible pages and easily manage categories, tags, relationships, and more, keeping your content well organized. Now onto WordPress, one of its biggest draws is the sheer volume of pre-built themes and plugins available. If you're looking for a simple blog layout or a robust e-commerce site, there's likely a theme out there that fits your needs, often at little to no cost. The extensive plugin library means you can add functionalities quickly, like SEO tools or social media integration. The Gutenberg editor is another key feature that enhances customizability in WordPress. With its block-based approach, you can easily create dynamic content layouts without needing coding skills. And if your team includes multiple contributors, WordPress also offers role-based permissions. This allows you to set specific access rights, which can be really important for larger teams to keep data secure. Of course, customization through coding is also possible with WordPress. Users can edit themes with CSS or use page builders to create custom layouts. This means that if you have the technical know-how or the right team, the sky is the limit when it comes to how your project looks and feels. So when it comes to a CMS comparison focusing on customizability, I think here it really does depend on the requirements of the project. If you're working on something that demands a high level of customizability, I think Craft has the upper hand here. Next up is security. Let's start with Craft. Its modern code base is a significant advantage. It's regularly updated to tackle any potential vulnerabilities, which is really important for keeping your project safe. Craft also offers an impressive granular permission system like the one we talked about with WordPress. That means that as an admin, you can define who gets access to specific features and content areas. This level of control minimizes the risk of data breaches, letting you breathe a little easier knowing your site is secure. Additionally, Craft is packed with robust protections like password hashing, two-factor authentication, and CSRF protection, ensuring that your website and its content remain safe from prying eyes. Now, WordPress does come with some built-in security features like password protection and basic access controls. However, there is a catch. WordPress relies heavily on plugins for enhanced security. This reliance can complicate things and potentially introduce new vulnerabilities if the plugins aren't managed properly. And we can't forget that being one of the most popular CMS platforms out there makes WordPress a prime target for hackers. One of the more common vulnerabilities seen in WordPress is the use of outdated plugins and themes. Many hacks stem from these older versions that aren't regularly updated. Plus, the vast array of available plugins can lead to bloatware, which unfortunately can make websites more susceptible to attacks. Additionally, every third-party integration or plugin carries risk, as each one could serve as an entry point for hackers. So how does Craft CMS address these security concerns? Well, for starters, it prioritizes security through consistent updates. This proactive approach ensures that vulnerabilities are quickly patched. Another point to consider is Craft's smaller ecosystem. With fewer, higher quality plugins, There is a reduced likelihood of encountering security breaches compared to a more extensive plugin library like WordPress. With that being said, I'm going to give the security comparison to Craft this time. So now let's talk about performance. Load times are a key metric here. Craft CMS is known for its efficient architecture. This means faster page load times right out of the gate. And thanks to its minimal bloat and optimized core functionality. Next, let's talk about performance. Load times are a key metric here. Craft CMS is known for its efficient architecture. This means faster page load times right out of the gate, thanks to its minimal bloat and optimized core functionality. On the other side, WordPress can be a bit trickier. While it's user-friendly, achieving those same level of performance requires extra optimization work, especially if your site is complex or uses many plugins. In regards to resource usage, Craft CMS starts with a very lightweight code base, using just the essential components. This clean architecture not only enhances site speed, but also makes sure that your site runs smoothly and elegantly. In contrast, WordPress's monolithic structure can be a little bit more resource intensive. The addition of multiple plugins and themes can clutter the code, leading to slower loading times and diminished performance, a scenario to watch out for, particularly if you are considering the best CMS for small business. Now, I think for scalability, Craft CMS really shines. Its flexible, modular architecture allows for tailored optimizations, which is especially beneficial for larger or more complex projects. Developers can create custom modules and APIs, enabling seamless integration with various external systems, like CRMs or marketing automation tools like I mentioned earlier. WordPress, while incredibly user-friendly, does face some challenges in scalability. The heavy reliance on plugins can create bottlenecks, essentially making your sites cumbersome as it grows. So again, in this one, it really depends on your project's needs. I think for this, I would give performance and scalability to Craft once again. So now let's talk about content creation and management. We'll start by talking about Craft CMS. One standout here is its matrix fields. I talked a little bit about this in the customizability section, but these fields allow you to build flexible pages by mixing and matching various content types like text, images, and videos, making it easy to organize your content into categories and tags. This can be very helpful when you want to create a dynamic product page or a visually engaging portfolio. Another content management feature that I already talked about in the customizability section is the live preview. You can edit your content and see all the changes in real time. It's awesome. You can tweak your layout and content without the need to refresh your page constantly or having to save it and see it live. Finally, Craft CMS allows you to define custom fields, giving you the power to create complex content layouts tailored to your project's needs. For instance, if you're a retailer creating a product page, you can add fields for product size, color, and even customer reviews, all of which can be customized perfectly to fit your branding. Now, shifting gears back to WordPress, this platform is known for its robust content editor. The block-based Gutenberg editor simplifies the process of not just creating, but also editing posts. The extensive library of themes and plugins means that customizing your website is just a few clicks away. Whether you need a gallery for your photography or a review section for your blog, there's likely a plugin for that. WordPress is super user-friendly, making it a go-to option for many businesses, especially those without technical expertise. Setting up a blog or a simple website can be done in no time thanks to its intuitive interface. For example, if you're a small business looking to publish articles or updates quickly, WordPress allows you to get started with minimal fuss. This is a tough one. I think both sides have pros and cons here. I like WordPress for its ease of use, but I like Craft CMS more for its overall ability for content creation and management. So now let's talk about the headless capabilities of these two, which are becoming more and more important in modern web development. A headless CMS allows for more flexibility by separating the content management backend from the front-end presentation, making it easier to deliver content across many different platforms. Craft CMS has native support for headless architecture, which means it offers a robust API and GraphQL endpoints right out of the box. This strong foundation allows developers to deliver content seamlessly to any device or platform without being locked into pre-built themes. Flexibility is key here. Developers can create custom user experiences tailored to the specific needs of the project. For example, a company might use Craft CMS to build a custom front-end application that pulls content dynamically from Craft's backend. This setup allows for a level of interaction and customization that can be really important for businesses looking to stand out. WordPress can certainly function as a headless CMS. It typically requires plugins like WP GraphQL to achieve that full headless functionality. This means there can be a bit of added complexity because now you're relying on these plugins for that integration. This might necessitate additional steps in maintenance, which can complicate the development process. Imagine a developer building a React.js application using WordPress as the backend with WP GraphQL. While this setup can offer great flexibility, the reliance on multiple plugins can also introduce challenges in terms of keeping everything updated and secure, relating back to the security comparison we made. Overall here, because headless CMS abilities are native to Craft CMS, I'm gonna give the edge to Craft CMS once again. So let's talk about community support and resources. When it comes to choosing the right CMS for your business, the community support and available resources are very important too. Let's dive into how WordPress and Craft CMS stack up in this aspect. Starting with WordPress, it has an enormous community backing it. It boasts a 64.3 market share as of October 2022. You can find extensive forums, blogs, and countless YouTube channels dedicated to WordPress. If you're running into issues or have questions, you're likely to find a solution quickly thanks to the high demand for WordPress support. Many hosting providers even bundle WordPress-specific technical support into their plans, making it easier for business owners to get help. Now, let's talk about resources and documentation. WordPress really shines here as well. It offers comprehensive documentation filled with detailed instructions, making it easier for developers to navigate. Plus, you'll have access to thousands of free and premium themes. Plus, like we mentioned earlier, you'll have access to thousands of free and premium themes to customize your site, along with an extensive plugin library. This variety lets you add just about any functionality you need, as we've already mentioned, which is really helpful for those who are considering WordPress one of the best CMSs for small business. On the other side, Craft CMS definitely has a smaller community, holding only 0.2% of the market share. While the community may be smaller, it's still passionate about enhancing the platform. However, fewer clients means less demand for support, which can make accessing help a bit more challenging. The professional community is dedicated, but it's simply not as extensive as what you'd find with WordPress. In terms of resources and documentation, Craft CMS doesn't offer quite as much as WordPress. New users might find it harder to locate answers to their questions due to less extensive documentation. While Craft CMS offers around 500 plugins focused on quality rather than quantity, that number pales in comparison to WordPress's vast offerings. And then finally, when it comes to support from hosting providers, Craft CMS is best suited for services like DigitalOcean or AWS. These platforms provide server-related support, but often don't offer application-specific assistance. This may require you to have a dedicated developer handy for setup and maintenance. So on this one, WordPress is backed by a vast community with extensive resources, comprehensive documentation, supportive hosting options, and it's very accessible. The community support and the resources are just way bigger for WordPress, so I'm giving it to WordPress on this one. Finally, let's talk about cost and resource implications. When it comes to the cost and resource implications of using Craft CMS versus WordPress, there are a few key areas we need to check out. Understanding that these implications can help you find the best CMS for small business, whether you're just starting out or looking to expand. Let's start with the initial setup costs. For Craft CMS, there's a one-time payment of $299 for the standard plan. If you're considering an e-commerce functionality, that's an additional $199 for basic Craft Commerce. But if you want all the bells and whistles from Craft Commerce, you're looking at around $999. So depending on what you need, your total initial cost could range from $299 to $1,299. This can be a significant investment for smaller businesses just starting out. On the other side, WordPress offers its core software for free. However, you still need to factor in hosting costs, which can vary widely depending on which provider you use. Plus, while you can use free themes and plugins, many premium options are available that can cost between $30 to $50. So now let's talk about ongoing maintenance expenses. For Craft CMS, after your initial purchase, you'll need to budget $59 annually for updates. Most plugins require you to pay for licenses, which can increase ongoing costs. Regular security updates are also a must, which can add to that expense. With WordPress, you get free updates for its core software, but you still need to stay on top of plugin updates. Though they don't cost anything to update, the time and labor involved can be a hidden cost, especially for small teams. And don't forget about ongoing hosting fees that will recur as long as you have your site live. Because Craft CMS is a little bit pricier, this can be a barrier for many businesses. This even happened with my business where I was using Craft CMS and the sites were becoming unaffordable. Because WordPress gives its core software out for free, I'm going with WordPress on this one. So to wrap this up, Craft CMS is fantastic for businesses that need high performance, flexibility, and customized solutions. On the other side, WordPress is ideal for those who prioritize rapid deployment, ease of use, and community support. If you're looking for the best CMS for small business needs, WordPress may be a better fit, but if your project demands advanced customization and performance, Craft CMS is also worth considering. When it comes to choosing between the two, I have to say I lean towards Craft CMS for several reasons. For me, Craft CMS truly shines as one of the best CMS for small business, especially if you have specific needs or aspirations for your website. If you're ready to discuss how Craft CMS or WordPress can work best for your business, or if you need assistance with custom software development or consulting services, don't hesitate to reach out. Let's turn your ideas into effective solutions that can propel your business forward. Visit my website or contact me directly to start a conversation today. Thanks for tuning in.